Hey guys, I wanted to show everybody how I prep for Kai's pre-K. For those who don't know, which most of you who are watching do know, I have children with learning disabilities and I'm a stay-at-home mom now. Previously worked in preschools and daycares, and so prepping is something that's always been kind of fun to do here at home, but it's different because of the learning disabilities. So now that I am going to prep for pre-K, one of the things that I have noticed is that the curriculums that I do find are not a one size fits all. There are some things that work and some things that don't yet. So I have to kind of take different curriculums and piece them together to make them work for my individual child. So this is for my youngest, and this is for the pre-K curriculum that I am planning for this fall. And I have to start early because sometimes you have to like laminate, cut, prep, do all this stuff, right? So this is my binder that is set for 36 weeks. I have an extra binder because I'm quite sure that both your caregiver, Bibba, caregiver's here. That I'm quite sure that I'll have to split it in half eventually as I am prepping stuff to go in it. So I just wanted to kind of go through a step-by-step process of how I plan everything. But first things first, maybe I can share the screen and show you how or what pieces of the curriculum that I look at. Okay. So this is my lineup for curriculum. Some of this stuff I used with my older child and some of the stuff I bought for my youngest child. So let's see if I can do some annotation here and kind of show you guys what I'm looking at. So this is how I kind of organize it. Like all this stuff here, I printed out bits and pieces of it. KinderMath I used for my oldest. It's not entirely learner disability appropriate in my opinion anyway. The Handwriting Without Tears is from Teachers Pay Teachers. Again, it's a lot of like rainbow writing and tracing, things that we're building up to, so we're not quite using that yet. And then I'm making my own flashcards. That's why you see like 5 senses and food. And then also this ABC Crafts for Lowercase Letters. This is free from the All About Reading website. It's pretty neat. It gives you like crafts to do for each lowercase letter of the alphabet. So anyway, that's my list of things that I have looked through and printed out select pieces. So I'll show you the select pieces that I have chosen. So I'm going to go into week 5. Week 5 has letter N. So I have this dot sticker or dot marker, letter N and lowercase n. For this one, I'll use the stickers because of the fine motor. With the dabbers, he tends to like dab a little too hard, and I want him to kind of just work on his fine motor skills. So we're going to use stickers for these. And I got that idea from the public preschool special ed department, but that environment didn't end up working for my son, so that's why I'm deciding to do this on my own. This one is from the Playing Preschool curriculum, and oh, I didn't get to show you guys, but you guys will see it. So this is letter N, and then in the curriculum it tells you what to turn this into. You don't have to do it like that if you're just going to piece together your own curriculum, but this one I'll show you what they decide to turn this into in the curriculum. This one is from Relaxed Preschool. This one is a whole worksheet. So like it looks intimidating because my guy he has some speech delay. He has expressive receptive speech delay, and also working on writing skills. So this looks like a lot, but what I end up doing is just encouraging him to color. I trace this with yellow, and then if he follows along, great. If not, at least he tried. With this one, because he is a part-time AAC user, I will make cards for yes and no, and just place them over these pieces to tell him like nest, yes, and umbrella, no, and just kind of get him used to the sounds and how they match up. And then for this one, instead of having him like use dab markers or circling, because he doesn't quite understand that yet, we'll be using the stickers. So I use the dot stickers and I write the letter N on it. He's really good at matching, so I just have him match up the letter N. There's lowercase n's in here too, so he gets to recognize both. And then I have some number pages. So this is from the Handwriting Without Tears style from Teachers Pay Teachers, and you'll see what I mean. But like, I think this is for rainbow writing, which he won't do. So and I don't even think in the beginning that he's going to be tracing all of this. So if he just wants to scribble over it, it's fine. At least I'm introducing him to the number 5. And down here where the number 5s are, I will just do the dot stickers again. So lots of fine motor activity and then some counting up here. And then we also have, I mean, this one says teaching the whole child, but there's an actual, in my list, there's a curriculum for this one. Anyway, or lesson plans. So anyway, he'll be using dot stickers for this. And we'll be talking about the different ways to count 5, up to 5. And then with this one, I was thinking of 2 different things. Again, dot stickers or using those really clear circular, like see-through manipulatives. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but they look like little dots. You can get them on Amazon. They're very clear. If you look up math manipulatives, often they do come up. They're like little bingo place marks. And anyway, you can just have him identify the numbers. And then because we are so new into learning about writing, we are going to learn how to trace a line. We are also learning in week 5 about the color orange. So this will turn into a book. So you cut all these pieces out and you just do like a little flip page and learn about color orange. This one I will pair with AAC to teach him how to make sentences while he colors. This one is a crown. So I'll cut it out for him. He can color it and I'll turn it into a crown and he can wear it. And then this is from Blossom and Root. So I'm also using Blossom and Root because I like the classical music. I like the fine art that they get to learn, and the nature studies. So, and we like to go outside on walks. So that's something that I thought would be good to include in his learning. So this one, I forgot who it's by, but it's this pumpkin. I'm pretty sure that when I run through my whole week, I will show you guys what I look at. So anyway, so this is something to color. I will probably have my daughter color one too. She's 7, so she'll probably want a copy and want to make one for herself, which is completely fine because if they like to do the same thing, even better. Okay, so with all that said, now I have to split everything up. So first things first, I have left my Fridays open because I'm trying to do a co-op with the kids on Fridays when school begins. So, so I have 4 pages for the letter N, right? And then so I'll leave this one for Thursday. And then I like to kind of split these up a little bit. So I'll probably do this letter N for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I have all my letter N's for all 4 days. And I like when he's doing his letter of the week, I like to pair it with a YouTube video. So like Jack Hartman, letter N, he will listen to the song while we're working on the letter N so he can kind of have like all his sensory sweet spots met. And then we'll also find a YouTube song or something for number 5, or we'll listen to Count Bounce, or we'll listen to Number Rock. Those are some things that he likes to listen to for numbers. So that's where he'll get to practice this. And sometimes I'll pause the videos too to make sure that he's getting what he needs out of this, because sometimes it entails like following directions or at least like naming the number for me so that I know that he's able to memorize it. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick this behind here because I feel like this is a lot of fine motor. So I'm just going to stick it right there. And then I have another number 5. So I'll probably, let's see, I'll probably stick it behind here. Okay. That way he doesn't get too bored with all the dots. And then for the tracing, I'm going to do right here behind this one. And then for this one, maybe we'll do the see-through. I don't know, but we'll put it right behind here. And then we have colors. So thought this would be fun for art. So we'll put that on Monday. And we'll do some proloquo and some language building on Tuesday. And then we'll do the crown on Wednesday. And then we'll do the pumpkin on Thursday. And then I just put them one on top of the other, just like that. And then I'm going to share how I'm going to write all of this down on my planner. So I made this planner. So this is where I keep track of all of my kids' therapies. And then down here, I like to write down what part of the house I'm supposed to be cleaning because I forget. And then also like when our respite caregiver is coming. And then over here, I like to write down the different subjects for each child and then what they're going to work on each day. I can't plan it here first because for my older child, because she's with the charter and we haven't been able to order anything yet. So I will plan her stuff later. So I'm getting a head start on the youngest because I have his stuff now. Okay, so let me switch the camera here and show you guys how I do this. Okay. All right, so, and I apologize, it's backwards. Sorry, I got a message. Turn that off real quick. Okay. Okay, so I have the letter, the dot, right? The dot art N. So on Monday under ABC, reading and writing, I would put dot art letter, and then I'm specific about it. So I put the capital N. And then down here under numbers and patterns, which is this one, I'm going to put find number 5. And then right here, I'm just going to call this the orange book. And this goes under colors and shapes. And then for calendar, I like to do the Starfall calendar because if you click on it, it goes through each day daily. So we'll be working on the calendar together, and he has a wall calendar as well. And then this is story time and music. I'll show you how I do that. And this is for Blossom and Root. So here we have N. So I'm going to put N is for ... and we're going to look in Playing Preschool and figure that out. And then we're going to do this page. So I call this Handwriting Without Tears style number 5. So I kind of know what page I'm looking at. And with this one, I'm going to call it the orange. And then I put / proloquo. Because I always know that this one, I like to use the proloquo language with it. I don't know why this is backwards. But anyways, I'll go into the AAC device and I'll make these sentences or show him how to make these sentences. And then I have this one. So I will put letter, and then I always also put lowercase n so that I know which page it is, letter N dot art. And then down here under numbers and patterns, we can turn it into a pattern and do like, I don't know, like orange, black or something. So I'm gonna put tracing lines. And then under colors and shapes, I'm gonna do this one, which is the crown. So I'm gonna do orange, crown, maybe it's right behind me. And then this one, I call it the letter N worksheet. Letter N worksheet. And then I do, for this page, I do number 5 dot art. And then this one is from Blossom and Root, so I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to put pumpkin. Okay. And then Fridays, I leave it free because that's supposed to be a co-op day. Okay, so now I have some open spaces here, right? So let's just finish up this calendar one. I'm going to do Starfall. Starfall. Apologize for the background noise. Starfall. We all know behavior is communication, right? Okay, so let's go back to full view. So that's kind of how I write everything down. So now under calendar, I like to write theme because I didn't type that out. So I'm going to write down the word theme. And I get my theme idea from playing preschool. So,
I want to get a toy from that.
That's fine. He can get one of those. Okay, so I have a share the screen really quick. So we're going to share the screen. Okay, so this is playing preschool. To me, playing preschool is prep heavy. So it doesn't necessarily work for my son because some of the stuff just not ready to do yet, even though it is all play based. Some of it he just won't pay attention to yet, and that's okay. I do have a cheat sheet somewhere, but I've also kind of noticed. Uh-oh, is that on my screen? I don't know what my computer is doing. But I have noticed that, oops, like if it's unit A, unit 1 apples, that it's like the letter A. So I'm pretty sure that unit 3 nursery rhymes is the letter N. So we're going to go here. Again, I don't know what my computer is doing. It's totally blocking my view. Hold on just a second, you guys, sorry. No, I want you to go down. I have like this weather screen up and I don't know why it's showing me this stuff. Always when, you know, you're trying to do something on the computer and it's being funny. Okay, well, there it goes, it's gone. So here's unit 3, nursery rhymes. And so you go in here and as you can see, like it tells you, okay, these are the supplies that you need. These are the books you are going to look at. Oh, it's not a lot of books, but it does, nursery rhymes. Okay, so so that's what I would write down. Oh, first let me make sure it is the letter N. So let's go all the way down. It gives you like what to do every single day. So that's why I think it's a little too intense for my little guy. So yes, it is the letter N. So I'm gonna put nursery rhymes. Okay, and then I like to do like under calendar, I like to do like a story time. So I'll go back to the first week. And if you can see here, like the read aloud, right? Oh, so these are all read alouds. Okay, so I would look them up on YouTube. So you would just do, Mary had a little lamb. You would do Hickory, or I would do Hickory Dickory Dock, read aloud. Jack and Jill, read aloud, right? And then also like Humpty Dumpty, read aloud. So those are some read alouds that I would look for. And then under story and music time, I have two options for music. So for music, I could do like, let me stop the share. Okay, so for music, I could do two things. I could look into Blossom and Root and see what kind of music we're going to be listening to in the background during art. Or I could look for songs that relate to the theme. Now, since nursery rhymes are kind of song-ish, I'm going to look at Blossom and Root, Early Years 1. Right, Early Years Volume 1. I printed it out. And I'm going to look and see who we are going to listen to. So I go all the way over to week 5, and it looks like, oh, I do not know how to, Israel Kamakawiwo. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I have no idea what that is. But anyway, so that's the kind of music that we're going to be listening to. It says, tell your child that for the next few weeks, you'll be listening to music created and performed by musician named Israel, and this last name, I don't want to butcher it again. Back of the parent guide for pronunciation, and I'll have to look for that later. Many people called him Iz. Oh, my daughter will love that because we call her Iz for short. And we're going to begin listening to his music, providing scarves for fabric and for dancing. So I think that's great. So we're going to just fill in this whole week here. Let me switch the cameras here. So for the whole week, we're going to do music by Israel Okay. I literally just sounded everything out. And then under Blossom and Root, there's a whole bunch of things happening here. That pumpkin picture is by Yayoi Kusama. And it even encourages you, if they even sell pumpkins during this time, to go find like some pumpkins and then paint dots on them. So that's something that would be like a fun co-op thing to do. And then it says here in nature study, like go out and find some leaves and make a leaf garland. My kid would love that because he loves leaves. So I'm going to put leaf garland. And then this one is leaves of many colors. The read aloud here, I think would be like, we usually have a read aloud. So let me see. We're going on a leaf hunt, and I think we have that. So I'm gonna put RA for read aloud, and we're gonna call it going on a leaf hunt, right? And then we are going to probably do some, just looking at the different activities in here. But this is kind of what it looks like. It's backwards, sorry. It says surprise someone with flowers or plants. It says that we can paint dots on non-traditional surfaces. Where are musician and artists from? A picture study of Yayoi Kusuma's pumpkins. Why do leaves change? Which we don't really get to see. So I am going to do a time lapse because it says here you can do time lapse YouTube of leaves changing, right? Because we don't really get to see that in our area. We live in a really hot area. Okay, now down here I have extracurricular Bible activities. I also have OT, PT, speech homework. He's not really in PT anymore, so scratch that out. I have my daughter write a Bible verse per day. And then over here with OT and speech, I get my ideas from preschool. So I'm going to go and share the screen for playing preschool. Here it is. Okay. And if I go into the daily part of it, I scroll down. Let's say, okay, Monday, and I'm going to go, okay, there's a read aloud, things to talk about, learning activities, sorting pom-pom balls. And that might work for like OT. So he gets OT once a week for an hour. So we'll have him try to sort pom-pom balls. So pom-pom ball sort. That way I am prepared for the virtual therapy because I do it virtually and half the time they don't even tell me what I'm supposed to do ahead of time. So I have to plan it. So, but it's better for me because I get to know how to work with my kids better. And it just makes everything smoother and quality of life better here at home. And on Tuesday, I go down, there's clock counting, which is so funny because I have a wooden clock that I bought from Target that has like little numbers that you can take out and put back in. So I think for speech, that would be a good one. So speech, we'll do the clock counting. And we're just, going to count 1 to 12 and match the numbers. And there's the alphabet hunt. And then there's on Wednesday, there's a water pouring station. That might be pretty good for like OT. So I can do that too. Because that's like life skills, right? And I think it can go towards, it goes towards his food therapy because they want him to like touch different types of food and play with it and start eating more foods. And then let's see what else I can look into here. Mittens, hot or cold. Draw an outline of a pair of mittens on a piece of paper. Let your child decorate the mittens, cut out the mittens, and use them to play hot and cold. Lose the mittens in your hand. Oh, okay, no. So this is kind of like, oh, you're hot, you're really close to it. You're cold, you're really far from it. So that's not appropriate right now. Then there's egg art, Humpty Dumpty science. That might be a good one because it's a food. Draw a face on an egg and push Humpty Dumpty off the wall onto the cookie sheet. I don't know. I'm not all for wasting food like that. Maybe. I don't know. And then we have sorting silverware. Ooh, that's a good one. So maybe, I don't know, maybe for speech, he can sort silverware and start learning the words of the silverware. Scoop and transfer, that would be really fun for OT, but I think I have him doing that another week. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so letter N. N is for, let's see, what did they say? Noodles. Okay, so N is for noodles. So then on my, I stop share. And if I go to my writing page, and over here it says N is for, you're going to put noodles, and he's going to glue noodles onto his letter N. Okay. I hope all of this is making sense so far. This is like my whole thought process. That's why I decided just to take you guys through it with me. So now for this one, I'm like, okay, he's gonna need some vocabulary words, and it's nursery rhymes. So what do we do, right? So I'm probably gonna make some flashcards for like the nursery rhymes. So I'm pretty sure that we can find some words. So like lamb, clock, hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock, mouse, snow, egg, stuff like that, right? Now, when I come up with this, I go into my PowerPoint, right? So I go into my PowerPoint, and okay, now I'm gonna save as. So I'm gonna save as into Homeschool. And you know what's really helpful too is your cell phone. Like when you don't know what to do, you can just go like look up nursery. Let's see, let me go ahead and save this real quick. So let's call this nursery rhymes, right? So save that. And now I can get rid of these pictures. And oops, there we go. And start putting in different pictures. That way it becomes my template. Okay, almost done, you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Okay. So nursery rhymes, vocab. Let's see what I can find on here. Sometimes my brain just doesn't think fast enough. Okay. Oh, cool. So I found like this vocabulary.cl, and it's got all these different ones. Okay, so things like for Humpty Dumpty, we can do insert photo, right? Online photos. I'm gonna put actually Humpty Dumpty is pretty hard. Let's do that one later. Let's do Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, right? So some of the words could be like pail. Pail. So there's a pail. So I'm gonna put pail so he knows, okay, there's more than one word for bucket. There is also pail. Pail. And we'll probably do flashcards during speech therapy because they like to hear his articulation. So we'll be working on that. So right here, it's kind of big. Pail. And over here, we'll put, let's see, what other words can we use? Crown. Crown. We'll just insert that. And I don't sell these or anything because I don't own these pictures. Right down here, like where there's a little blue link, like it'll tell you whether or not you can sell your work. in most cases, no. And then let's see another one in Jack and Jill. I'm just gonna see here. Jack and Jill went uphill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Is there something for the water? Okay, great. So this is great. So we'll do water, right? So these are just like some ideas on how to make the flashcards match the theme. And I don't want to go out there and buy a whole bunch. So I just print it on regular computer paper, and then I glue it onto construction paper. So this is water. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there for now and kind of show you guys like what I do at the end result. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back in the folder. Some other things I have for my little one. I have to presume competence. So so I'm going to teach him 3 sight words a month, like in 4 weeks. So go, yes, help. I thought these were all great words to learn for like the playground. So I have 3 sight words. I mean, and he's using Proloquo anyway. There's a bunch of words in there. He might be able to read by now. I don't know. And then because the color is orange, I thought I would teach him the differences. Like it's always a star, but it contains colors. So orange star, orange square, orange heart, orange triangle. I didn't just go out and buy these recently. I've had these for a long time with my first. And then I have these little name strips that I made for him to trace his name each day, because I do want him to be able to know his name and to trace his name. And then let me show you what I do with the flashcards. Okay, so this is what the 5 senses flashcards look like. So I just do this, and you know, nose and hand. You just saw this on the computer. So this is how they come out, right? I will most likely be using these during bedtime because my little one pays the most attention to flashcards right before bed. We lay down together because he still likes to cuddle with me before he goes to sleep in his bed. So we just kind of look at pictures together, and that's how we build on his language instead of reading stories, because we're not quite there yet. And then another thing I have that I will be introducing to him is the Get Set for School set. It comes with the chalkboard and also the wooden pieces to put the letters together. I have not implemented this in the first semester because I want to see where he goes with his writing. Once he's like able to control his fine motor skills a little bit more with like straight lines and things like that, and he's starting to understand what to do, then we'll start implementing this. But I think it's great because like it's super like simple. So there are like easy tracing pages, like it's simple and it's clear. So there might be a chance that I might make a copy of it as he's getting used to writing, and then when he's ready to really start writing, then we'll use the official book. So I just want to make sure that he's ready for it first. And then I also, one fun thing to do with speech is I have these little alphabet soup cans. They're called alphabet soup sorters by Learning Resources. You can get them on Amazon. And I make a copy, right? And then what you do is you stick it in a sensory bin. I used to just take them out one by one and give it to him. But I have a kind of like a tall sensory bin. and I fill it halfway with beans. This is something that my daughter's speech therapist used to do, and oh my gosh, she loved it so much. My daughter did. And you just stick these into the beans, and then they go and they find their item, and then they name it and place it down. And then there's other things that you can do too to teach your kiddo some opposite words like open and close, or please and thank you, or you can encourage all kinds of stuff with the sensory box. So anywho, that is my planning in a nutshell. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for watching.